Hello Scorpio. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'll just get right into the reading because we don't have energy to, give the classical please subscribe and whatnot. We're gonna talk about some sensitive subjects today. So, I spread out your cards here in one row. We have Justice, 5-1, Death, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords, 8 of Wands, Knight of Cups. I've been putting off your reading for a couple of days because I really felt dread towards this reading. So if you're a sensitive person, please try to find there are a lot of readings on YouTube. You can just skip ahead to some happy-go-lucky type of energy, somewhat more lighter reading. But this is not gonna be one of those readings. This is it's gonna be an extended, and we're gonna touch on very, very sensitive subjects here in the first part of the reading. So I'm just gonna leave these cards aside and I'm gonna step into these free cards here. So first up, this is Justice right here. So, dear Scorpios, there is something brewing in your waters. You're a water sign. Water is an element that represents emotions. So, from all the Scorpios that I know, they have this very abundant water energy about them. But what you don't see on the surface very clearly are those deep, dark, very dark waters that Scorpio has. You're a very intense sign and you get emotional. You're very mystical in general, but many people don't actually know how deep you can be and how intense you can feel some experiences in your life. And aside from this, Scorpio is also it's a very passionate sign, emotional. This also ties into your sexuality. You can also be obsessive at certain points in your life. And the thing with you that I have seen is that you want to experience intimacy with people in your life. And intimacy is not what people usually think that, yeah, okay, it's sex mainly and that's it. No, for you, it's not just sex. Intimacy is being able to see the bad side in another person, their worst side, and loving them nonetheless. Even though you can see the worst in them, they show you this thing. It's like for you, if they show you their bad sides, their hidden sides, it's proof of their love in a way. I don't know why, but this is what I've seen with Scorpio. And also for you manifesting towards another person, this is also available. Like if you show them your worst parts and they still hang around in maybe a dysfunctional situation, it's proof to you that they can be there for you. They can share intimacy with you, even the less desirable parts of intimacy, but you love it in a way. It's this bit of a tone of masochism here in your watery element, in your emotions. If a person does something bad to you and they shake you to the core, they touch those deep emotional waters, they it's like you have a part of them in your essence, okay? So it's proof that they act authentic towards you, so that must be love, right? For Scorpio. But people don't know that you actually store these experiences in those very dark waters that you have at the bottom of your soul. And here in the month of June, it's like your watery essence is boiling up to the surface. And you're not just water because you're ruled by Pluto and Mars. So you have a bit of fire energy in you. You're the magician of the zodiac. You can show up in any card possible because you're a shapeshifter. You're very malleable and you can go through deaths in your life and change yourself in after every death that you go through. Now, talking about storing these experiences in those dark waters, here you have the Justice card, which talks about you and another. It's one, so it talks about two energies, but it's not like you have the number two, which signifies a unity that is dual. Here you have two entities being faced with one another. This is talking about Libra, where you need to balance things out. And if you have things stored in those dark waters, I think the fiery element in you with this watery element, it's like you're boiling, your waters are boiling because it's trying to bring up something to the surface, something of a Five of Wands type of energy. And it's boiling, and it will boil until it comes up to the surface, and you can just clean it out and you will be pure again. But it's an energy that has been keeping you stuck for such a long time. What I'm feeling with some Scorpios, it's like that deep wound that's coming to the surface because you have wasted not months, maybe years being affected by this conflict from the past. Something that has wounded you in your beautiful soul. Scorpios are very dedicated. They have that obsession aspect to them, and when they get into a relationship with someone, love relationship, friend relationship, even relationship to your family members, when Scorpio does that, they actually like to be seen. They will open themselves up, and undeniably they will get hurt in that beautiful naive side of them because they want to go through this in a way, on a subliminal level, on a subconscious level, however it is that you want to call it. But here with the Five of Wands, what I'm feeling is in your past, there has been some type of a conflict. As a short disclaimer, I'm gonna dive into these deep waters here. So if you have some type of a health issue, mental illness issue, there has been some sort of abuse, please seek out a specialist, okay? What I'm reading here is very, very sensitive. I don't like to touch upon these subjects, but I think I need to. For some Scorpios, this may be the case. For others of you who don't have these type of events in your life, this will not apply to you. I'm talking for the month of June to those Scorpios that have been going through some type of war. I'm seeing some of the Scorpios being cornered, being bullied, being beaten up, physically abused, psychologically abused by not just one people. 5 talks about the Hierophant card, which is Taurus, and Taurus is a very sensual sign. They're very in touch with all of their senses. They're very in touch with their body. So here you have a 5, which is usually a challenge that is gonna affect you. Now, being a 5, it also talks about the 5 senses: what you see, what you hear, what you touch, what you smell, what you think, what you feel, and so on. All of the senses. Now, this event has hurt you in your core self, right in the center of you, right in the heart of you. If we look closely here, if this camera would focus, you can see here that it's a beehive where you have all the honey, and there are a lot of people here blindfolded hitting this beehive like it's a piñata because they all want honey. These are different opinions about how you should do things, how you should act, how you should be. So people see you because you're such a deep sensual sign. People see you as being this honeycomb. They have a lot of ideas about how you should live your life, how they can use you and abuse you, what I'm feeling here is your soul being beaten up by certain people. And this has done a number on you. I'm also talking here about, please seek out a specialist if you have these types of trauma. I'm seeing here maybe sexual abuse. Maybe for some of you, it may be bullying in your childhood. It may be child abuse in the home. It may be child abuse on the street. It may be something that you suffered in your teen years, in your teen period. Like in high school, you know how people can be vicious. They can be very vicious towards another person. You have groups of people that have a pack mentality. Anytime you hear someone that says the next phrase, I'm the alpha of this group. First of all, that said the beta, because, if you really want to go down that path. Second of all, that is pack mentality. That is high school level mentality, where you organize yourself in a way and you pick on other people just because you hate, the beauty in them. You pick on those less fortunate because you don't know how else to feel empowered. So someone tried to exhibit some sort of someone forced you into something, physical violence, psychological violence, and you have been storing this up in your soul for a very long time. This stupid event from the past where people don't know any better. You can see the people in this card that they are blindfolded. They're blind to what they're doing. They don't know the ways in which they have hurt you. And they have moved on with their life, not knowing the damage that they caused. And here with the Justice card, you also look closely here. I'm sorry, the light is bad because there is this storm outside that has been, again, brewing up for most part of the day. It's very dark outside and it's like 7 p.m. So it should be light, but this is the light setting that we have here. Now, this storm is very, very dark. That's why I had to push myself to do your reading. Now, coming back to this, now with the Justice card, it's, if you look closely, these are two pillars here. You have the white and the black. And on the white side, you have a person that is sowing seeds. It's like the first group of people that decided to sit in one spot and develop agriculture. And on the other one, you have, on the black pillar, you have a figure that's holding a sword. So you have the conquering tribes that are coming over to take that which is not for them. But this black and white play also talks about how new life, seeds, and death, you know, like the winter period where all vegetation dies, they have this role to play where they replace one another. You can have life springing forward. It's the normal cycle. You're born and you need to die. So memento mori, remember to die. These things in your life, these events haven't been they haven't been pushed upon you for no reason. They have been pushed upon you by other people, blind people, stupid people, whoever has hurt you in these ways. They are pushed upon you so you remember to die before you die. Because this event from your past, please take into account what I say now. This doesn't say anything about you as a person. You're not less human because these things have been done to you. And you can clearly see that this Five of Cups here, this Five of Wands, comes next to this pillar here, which represents death. Here on the bottom, I don't know if you can see, there are skulls. So this has been brought upon you so in very violent, very malicious, very forceful ways in order for you to transform. If you have this wound in your soul, it's just an opportunity for you to evolve past it once you bring your Scorpion energy from the Death card here. This is your card. This is the Death card. It's not a bad card. It's a very healthy and good card. You can also see like the Pack of Skulls here, on which sits this cauldron that is boiling. And here comes death. So you have this very bad event, very shocking thing that has happened to you. For some of the Scorpios, no one knows that this has been done to you. Maybe you haven't talked about it. Because yes, you want to be seen, you want to be vulnerable in front of people. But because this has happened, you have buried this so deep inside of you that no one... For some of you, no one knows that you have gone through this. But now it's time for you to bring it up to the surface. It's boiling. It has been given to you to see something. Now, as it's coming up to the surface, what you need to realize is that, first of all, it doesn't say anything about you. These are just other people that are mindlessly doing these types of things. We come here on Earth, and for Scorpios and Taurus and Capricorns, life is not easy from what I've seen. They have very karmic lives. Their lives are full of these types of events. Just for them to see how powerful they are and how you don't need to let these things affect you. You're still you. You're still a human being. You're still a soul. You have a lot of power within yourself, even to face this thing from the past. I can feel a lot of tears bursting forward when this comes back. It's like it's pushing to the surface a lot of things because it's stored in the lowest part of you. And you also have other things stacked on top and another thing stacked on top. And when this will come forward, you will deal with the less consequential events from your life until this comes up to be seen. You're gonna be feeling like your subconscious is brewing, okay? You will feel restless. It's like a storm, it's like a powerful wind, it's like boiling inside of you. Just for this thing to come up to the surface. And once you see it, and once you understand that it isn't your fault, you're not less of a human because this has been done to you, because justice is called from your center. Like you need to give yourself justice in this situation where maybe these people are not even present in your life anymore. For others of you, they still be present, but they're still not addressing the issue from the past. And you need to do this on your own. Deal with these dark events. What you need to realize is if you do not give yourself justice on the spot, like taking care of yourself, not to end up in these places, no one is ever going to give you justice. No one is going to swoop in, save you, serve these people justice. You need to give justice to yourself. I wouldn't worry about these people because there is the law of karma and dharma that is functioning in life. But most importantly for you, Scorpio, is to feel it inside of yourself. Really bring justice to yourself. See yourself as in opposition to this event. Understand that people, they usually fear that which they cannot understand. So if you have deep emotional waters, expect other people to come and destroy that beautiful, naive soul that you have. And here, you're looking towards the past. It's like death is flanking this event here. This needs to go from your essence. People don't know much. They cannot see. The justice statues really are blindfolded also because justice doesn't need to see, needs to be impartial and objective when serving justice. Death also, it's like a skull figure here, no eyes. This zombie here on the side also has no eyes, and this is a face melting here. These people are blindfolded. So it's that issue, that problem that you have been trying for so many months, for so many years not to look at. It's coming up here. There's no way around it. No way around it. The old, weak you, that the victim side of you, it needs to die now. Because you're no longer going to be a victim. You're no longer going to put yourself in situations with these people, with these types of people. You're stepping out from that victim position, from that victim mentality. It's time. It's time for you to heal from this injustice. No longer are you going to be abused from now on. No longer are you going to be dragged along to be used and abused. All the Scorpios that I know have a beautiful, beautiful heart. The ways in which they love with such profoundness and passion, almost to the brink of obsession, just beautiful. It's beautiful, like really. If there is a love situation in your life that has shamed you, that has wronged you in any way possible, Yeah, I'm sorry, something just, there were some sounds here in the room. Okay. Coming back. If your loved one hurt you, is also because you want to open up towards the person that you love, and you may share a very consequential situation with your loved one where they have hurt you, and I can't even pinpoint it because it's so painful, and like I'm seeing you being hurt right in the core of you in a moment where you may have been opening up towards them as to show them not mercy but understanding from one human being to another, and here they come and they abuse you in some sort of a way. They are doing quite the opposite of trying to understand you because they don't know any better. They're blindfolded here. They think they have so many ideas about how to be with you, how to do things with you, that they are just, it's like they're standing in your face, but they're not seeing you. They're seeing just their side of things. Their less than ideal ways of knowing how to handle you. You may have been manhandled. I'm not referring necessarily to a man, but if you have a Scorpio in your life, please have patience with them in this period because they're going through some psychological death now in these months, May, June, or July. So really take a lot of time with them, hold their hand, and offer your support. Please, if you know a Scorpio, they're going through a transformation not only on a psychological level but on emotional level also. Scorpio is like this snake that sheds its skin, so it dies in a way for it to be reborn. And this is one of their deaths, one of the things that they have postponed for way too long, Have patience with yourself. Don't judge yourself for being a victim to others. Here comes your transformation. Here comes your energy. Finally putting this stupid event, this injustice, this violent abuse to rest. Because you have wasted so many years, so much time, putting yourself down, not being in your power because others have taken power upon you. You're still beautiful, you're still meaningful, you still have a role to play. And you need to rise above this event, see it for what it is, really. Bring depth to it. It's like letting it boil up to the surface and then just scooping it away. And after this, after understanding the whole situation, why you needed to be disempowered just so you can go through this transformation here with the Death card and be much more spiritually enlightened for the fact that you have gone through this lesson. When you put yourself in a victim position, you leave room for a lot of bad things to manifest in your life. And I know this may not be easy. Believe me, I have all the understanding towards people that have gone through abuse. It's not an easy subject. It's a very sensitive subject because we're talking about the soul. We're talking about being vulnerable and being hurt in that. It's like your inner child is inside of yourself and that inner child has been hurt. But now it's time to leave this victim mentality aside. See the conflict. Understand that other people just don't know better. This is all that they know. Try to keep yourself safe from now on. Do not be, don't be bullied by others into situations, because when you let others tell you where you need to be, what you need to do, and you don't express your own willpower, you can end up in these situations where you're at the wrong time, at the wrong place, and this is being done to you. This is something that is being done to you by abusive people. Try to find people who care for you. Try to find people that you can share this experience. But this will be done so much on the inside of you. It's an interior process, because this event, even if you're not thinking about it, when you're trying to do something and you get triggered, because on a subliminal level, on a subconscious level, when you see certain signs or certain people or a group of people, maybe you get triggered because you're always being sent back here. Maybe you're not acknowledging what a beautiful person you are because this has been done to you. Maybe you're keeping yourself down because other people are acting like this towards you, and it's done. Really, some people are just like this. You just need to take yourself from these situations, not end up in these situations anymore. And it's time for you to be in your power. Yes, bring yourself, be to this event in your mind, in your soul, in your body, with caution. If you have problems like mental illness, anxiety, or things of the sorts, please seek out a specialist. Maybe for some of you, hypnosis would do a difference in the next months. Maybe while your conscious is a bit drowsy, maybe your subconscious can come up to the surface and talk about this. For others of you, past life regressions, if you're able to do this in a safe way, maybe this will reveal something for you. It may be something that you have experienced in another life that is like past life trauma here that's affecting you in this lifetime. Now, this is very weird to mention to you, Scorpio, because you go through a lot of deaths in one life. So it may be something from this life or from a past life. It's very mystical and hidden with Scorpio, because you rule the 8th house, and the 8th house is house in astrology that is, it's like you cannot read it, you cannot fully understand it, no one can. It's dark and mystical. Okay, so really work with yourself, bring this thing in a healthy way. Again, please don't do anything rash. Sit with yourself, bring this to the surface and bring depth to it. See it for what it is, see other people as not knowing any better. Not to mention the fact that if you have done something of the sort, please understand that you at that certain moment didn't know any better than to hurt other people. It's just the play of life, the play of white and black that you see here in the Justice card. But I'm thinking that you're seeing yourself very at the total opposite end. You and another person, you and a situation, you and a group of people, you and some exterior force, you and a group mentality. So whatever it is, you're on the opposite end of something. You feel clearly wronged from a situation, and now it's time for you to grow up, really understand that you didn't know better at the time, and other people clearly didn't know better, and it's time to put this thing to rest. It's time to bring death, because death, I usually see death, this card, as being the cleanup service. Okay? Like you have this war here. Also with this black pillar on this side. You knew from the start that this situation was gonna be trouble. But this event has blackness on both sides, so it really needs to die here and now with you. It needs to be put to rest. So it's painful, it's hurtful to relive with all your five senses, we have more than five senses, but relive so powerfully in your body these emotions, these memories, these past traumas, just in order for them to feel so alive, relive, just so death can come. Like, it's like death can smell this if you bring it to the surface. It's like it's so real that death can actually come in now and put it to rest. Scorpios, I love you. Please be gentle with yourself. Be understanding with yourself in this period and with this conflict and with these people, even your worst enemies. They don't know better. That is the level that they were at when this thing happened. And it doesn't say anything about you. Okay? Just that now that you see it, now you know how to never say never. You know how to not end up in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people in the wrong situation. You can imagine how this could apply in the future for you, because now you know what people are capable of, and you don't need to stack these events down in the deepest core of you. Now that we're entering the age of Aquarius and we have social media, a lot of people are talking about their experiences, and we're talking so much that people think it's an addiction, it's a problem. No, it's the age of Aquarius, where we're going to be so transparent. We're going to start talking excessively about certain things up until the point where everybody gets the general idea that use and abuse, worrying, beating other people, abusing them is not okay. We're doing this on a collective level, and this is how we evolve. But up until then, these things are still going to happen. So you can actually be a pioneer here. For some of you that are working with mental illness and with emotional trauma or with energetic trauma, karma, this is very hard, but it will bring about a lot of wisdom. Because after you're going through this hard process, here, and this is the center card of the reading. In this moment in time, after death comes over the battlefield and wipes away everything, here, in a moment in time, it's like there's blackness, so much silence. The blackness has been taken away, and finally, you can see your soul. You can feel your soul. It's like it's rising up from the ashes. Like a beautiful waterfall here. Your beautiful soul. This is finally clean water. If you look very closely, these fish here, they look like they look a bit dead in a way. It's like they tie into what has been here. But on top of ascending from these dark events, from this dark place, here you have your soul with beautiful, clean water, emotional water. It's like your soul is being reborn here. You understand now the lessons of the past, and you can create a better emotional future for yourself. This is the beginning of something new, because you had death here, bringing an end to the injustice that has been done to you, being in so much opposition to other people, to external situations, to things that have scarred you deeply. Now death is coming upon those scars. No longer will you hide, no longer will you close your eyes, your ears towards this thing so deep inside of you that is keeping you back from experiencing life, from experiencing your soul, your beautiful, clean soul now. Straight forward here. Beautiful. You're very beautiful soul, Scorpio. I think you need to know that. Now the Ace of Cups. Then you have a Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Wands, and King of Cups. The Knight of Swords is a person that is moving swiftly. They're usually attacking something, and here he's riding on a bull, a white bull, that has some red on him. So what I'm thinking with the Knight of Swords is this be some sort of air energy. We're talking Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You also have Libra here, Scorpio here. So this be air is mental power. Air is mental capacity, mental ability, mental performance. So here you have a person that feels a bit righteous because you have the white and the red, which talks about, it's like a warrior, but a holy warrior, like a Templar or a Crusader. And here he sprouts forward from this Ace of Cups. It's like this person may be someone who found out what you had gone through, and they're coming in from this Ace of Cups, from a place of love, from a place of soul purity. They're coming in with a lot of messages, Eight of Wands, towards the King of Cups, which is you. It's a water sign. It's a card for the King of Cups, maybe a Pisces. Sorry, Scorpio, we have technical issues. So the King of Cups be a Pisces, Scorpio, which is you, or a Cancer. But it can be any person that is embodying this type of emotional maturity over here. This emotional maturity hasn't been easy to attain. It's very hard to have this cup on your sleeve here, having your heart so open, but still owning your superpower of emotions. So, because this love wants to rise above what has been, because it's clear now, because it's silent, because it's open, because it's clear to see, because there's no thing stacked on top of it, it can now shine. And this King of Swords is ignited, he's put into motion by this cup here, by this creative project, love situation. This water shines. This is above everything. This is the central card of the reading. This card here wants to be seen. This energy wants to hover over everything. And it's igniting this King of Swords to come with messages. Eight of Wands. These are fast messages back and forth. Okay? This Knight of Swords is a bit shielded because maybe they had their own experience from the past, and when you're traveling, if you had bad experiences in the past, you're clearly gonna have some sort of a shell, some sort of exoskeleton, some sort of an armor on you, on your heart, on like a protective energy around this person. But they're moving from this point. They're being ignited, they're being pushed to act upon it. And they're moving with messages, with fast action towards this King of Cups. This may be you, Scorpio. Maybe you finally transcending what has been in the past, and now you can be on your throne. Now you can enter into your power. Now, without the bad influence of other people, without use and abuse, now you can own your power. You can sit on your throne and be content with what is, because you're more enlightened here. You come bearing gifts, emotional gifts. If this isn't you, and you're embodying the Knight of Swords energy, just because you healed the past trauma, now you can feel the love that you have for another person. Now you can understand what it is to have this emotional ability, because now you're open in a way, still having some sort of armor on for your own protection, for your own sake, but you're moving swiftly towards an equal, someone who has emotional stability, emotional ability. It can also tie into addictions. When I see cups, when I'm thinking like the King of Cups, when you have so much emotional ability, and you can understand this being a water sign, emotions can be so strong and you can feel them so vivid in your body. It's like your whole being is vibrating on the frequency of these emotions. You can run into addiction problems because you feel the need to numb them out, but your emotions are not the problem. Okay? They are messages like this Eight of Wands here. So never try to run from your emotions by using substances. Yes, some of us, we need to numb ourselves down from time to time because it overtakes us. It's too powerful, too strong. But emotions are just another sense that we have. Like I was talking about the five senses here with the Five of Wands, but emotions is another special type of sense. You know that it has been talked about even on a psychological term, because we were talking about IQ, some sort of intelligence, but now we were also talking about emotional intelligence. And you see the Knight of Swords here, which talks about mental ability, and this is like a representative for a person. This card is representative for a person that has, I don't know, they're very smart, they have a high IQ. And here you have the cups, like the King of Cups with the cup that he's holding in his hand, the Ace of Cups. This is a person that has emotional intelligence. And you cannot gain emotional intelligence by having a happy life, by having an easy life. You need to go through war and death and transformation just so you can be a master of your emotions. It's not easy. I know your life is not easy, Scorpio, but here in the month of June, finally you're facing up to something that has been buried very deep, that has been stirring up your waters, and your soul will shine through. In a moment of silence, here is where you can feel the love. If you meditate, you can get very close to that vibration that New Age people talk about, that everything is love. If you meditate hard enough, if you silence everything around you, silence the mind, silence everything, you can feel this vibration of love that is animating everything around us and us inside of us, our whole being, like the universal song that is playing throughout time, that connects us together, to the universe, to one another, to all people that have lived throughout time. And here you will feel it in your soul. and it's also causing someone to come towards you. Here, this is your card facing the past trauma, and here I see you at the end of your reading, not even looking backwards at what has been, because you have taken the knowledge, you have been illuminated through your emotions, you have been putting the light of your soul in every corner, in every dark corner. You have cleaned yourself, you have purified this water in your soul. And I see you here being on your throne, being in your power, being content, having some sort of authority because you understand your emotions. You can give power to yourself now, and not be disempowered but by what has been. It's Knight of Swords. This can also talk about not only your significant other, that maybe they have this flash of insight, that they have a great deep love for you, and they're gonna come and let you know with messages, with actions, with proof that they truly love you. And they also be asking you, how can you do this? How can you be so giving of your love? How can you be so wise in your emotions? If this is not your significant other, this can also be a health practitioner that will just attack. They will attack through different methods just to test you, to see if this has been truly healed. But here you're with your back towards this. So what I'm thinking is you will complete this cycle of healing, because once your heart comes up to the surface, once you regain back all your 5 senses, because this trauma is being healed, and then you can feel everything. There will be no problem for you to feel your body, feel your emotions, feel everything about you. So good luck to you, Scorpio, in your healing process. I wish you only the best, and I'm sending a lot of love towards your universal energy. See you next month, Scorpio. Have patience with yourself. You deserve a lot of patience, because once you give patience and understanding to yourself, you will see your whole life change, because other people will come and do the same thing.